Hi guys! Welcome to our YouTube channel, Just Be, because just being yourself is enough. I'm Etienne.
And I'm Domingo, and in this channel, we are here to support you in whoever you want to be.
Today, in our segment of Free to Feel, we have a new topic to talk about, and it's been circling around the internet for the past month, or even the past 20 years. And it just really gets on my nerve. I don't know if you heard about the new thing with Adele, but she lost a considerable amount of weight and people are just going nuts on the internet over it, and I just cannot fathom myself with this. It is just so stupid. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think it's when you have such a strong opinion about somebody else's, it's kind of put into like shaming, right?
Yeah.
You're making them feel bad that they actually made a change in their life because for some reason there's a few things that I feel personally why people do such things. I think the biggest thing there is their own insecurity, or as they say, their own personal demons are being reflected into a mirror, and they're not liking what they're seeing, and that's why they call people out. Or for example, in this instance, a lot of people are calling out Adele, who has considerably lost a lot of weight, and everyone is saying that it's not healthy for her. She's probably going into a spiral down or anything like that, and it's just simply the fact of the matter that that person did a change.
Yeah, she's different, and people are like, oh, that's not the Adele that we used to know. She used to be this way, and now she changed her whole body, so she's probably not the same person anymore. What?
And so that's why it's really important to highlight that, maybe in this situation, it's like fat shaming or skinny shaming or physical shaming, and all of these things are being so rampant on social media nowadays, and it's becoming a norm where she's being fat shamed, and it seems now that it's acceptable. So we really need to look in towards ourselves and say, why am I losing weight, or why am I making this change? Am I making this change so that people can put their 2 cents in and most likely shame me for my change? Or in Adele's case, as far as I've read, she wanted to make a change, and she just didn't really even remotely thought of her posting that photo would garner so much attention because she wanted to be healthy. And healthy comes in a lot of shapes, sizes, and forms.
Yeah. And like my only thought about this thing is just let her be. Leave her alone. She did this for a reason. She did it for herself. And it's just her body, her own situation. Just leave her alone. She's a celebrity, but it doesn't have a reasoning behind that. Oh, because she's a celebrity, then everyone on the internet is allowed to talk about anything about it.
But here's the thing though, a lot of people are going to say their inputs. Just going back to Britney Spears when she shaved her head, 50% of the people liked her, and there's always going to be 50% people that will not like what she did. And that's the thing. So it goes back to, why did you do that? And are you able to stick it up to yourself and have the proper reasoning so that when all of these comments or combats towards you, questioning you how you got to that point, then you're very able to stand on your own 2 feet and honestly say that you did it for yourself.
And if we talk about Britney, I feel that she shaved her head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she shaved her head because she was always exposed, and she didn't know where to hide. People, the media was always on her shoulders and on her head, telling her she needs to be like this, she needs to be like that, she needs to be this, that, and it's super unhealthy. Just leave her alone. And now there are tons and tons of celebrity who just don't want their personal life to be about it, whether their life or boring or interesting, because people are just scared to show who they really are, because yes, tons of people are gonna like them, but even more people are gonna hate them, and it's just not healthy. Just leave them alone. It was even the same thing with Ariana Grande a couple of weeks ago, that
She was wearing a sweater, and the sweater was oversized, and she's a little girl, right?
in rehearsal.
And she, this is what I don't understand, why people wear sweatshirts or hoodies.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah,
But we
it's very
accept her.
unflattering. It's very unflattering. But the media went into a frenzy and saying that she gained so much weight and it's about time, or finally she's out of anorexia. I mean, she, as far as I know, has always been in a small frame, and I don't think she suffers from any eating disorder. So for people to put it out there that, oh, finally she's out of anorexia, or, you know, oh, finally, like, she's gained so much weight and now she's fat, so she's having some eating disorder, it really puts people who are in that position in jeopardy and questioning. Like, to me, I question the validity of now. It's like, okay, well, I just gained 10 pounds, so do I have an eating disorder? So it makes you doubt, and all of these noise. Again, it's something that you really have to sit with yourself, make sure that whatever you're doing is you're in control with it, and you know that the truth is there, and you have to identify that, so that when these things happen to you, I just feel so bad for Adele and all these celebrities. And yes, they're celebrities, they're exposed, and that's a whole topic, right? Like fame and all of this exposure. But really, by the end, we're talking about you as an individual, as a human being, watching this video. And if somebody comes up to you and say, and this happens to me all the time, because I yo-yo, like I gain, I lose, I gain, I lose, because, you know, I lift weights and then I don't, and I you know, and all of these things, which is, to me, it's always been normal. But for some people, they would come up to me and be like, oh, you're really fat.
Thank you. What is there that is constructive in this? I don't know, but since I know you, I'm entitled to say it.
So I feel like it comes in two folds, right? They come up to me and say I'm fat, and because to me, fat is just, it's a word. It's a word, right? So it could be positive, it could be negative. It's really how you perceive it, and I can control what I correspond or correlate fatness with. So in my mind, at that time when I was 210 pounds, right now I'm 158. So I was really, really big, and in my mind I was like, well, because I switched my medication, because I was so depressed that I needed to bump up my medication, and my medication made me eat. But I'm not gonna say that, because A, it's not really of their business, and B, I've got so much suffering and sadness within me at that time when I was told that I was fat, and I didn't really need it. I wanted to hide, because I'm hiding to eliminate the fact that I'm going to meet people who are going to tell me the obvious things, and it's not their fault. I'm not blaming them at all. It's just a matter
if
of,
they're shaming you, yes.
True, but people, and that's my point. People are always going to shame you, and if shame is putting yourself in vulnerability. There's a piece with Brené Brown, and it talks about vulnerability and putting yourself out there. Yes, you are gonna get shamed, right? So it's up to you how you can take that. You're not gonna be able to hide forever. Look at me, I'm making videos. We're making videos.
But yeah, you just have to, you need to quiet those exterior voices, but it's not the easiest thing to do. And those celebrities like Ariana and Adele and Britney, their craft was to be singers. They didn't sign up for all the fame and glory that goes with it. Eventually it goes with it, but they should just be talked about or praised or judged or critiqued about their craft. Whether they have the right ponytails or they don't have the right way, or they got skinny or they got fat, it doesn't really matter. As long as they have talent, that's all that matters. And us, when we were living in Quebec, we had that saying. Like, we would go in a store and we would see a celebrity and a actress that even went to Hollywood, to the Oscars, Academy Awards, and we would be like, hey, is that her? She's buying milk. What do? Nothing. Okay, bye. And then we can say like, oh, we saw her at the grocery store, and that's it. We're not trying to be, we need to know everything about you. We need to be you because you're inspiring and we need you. No. Be inspired by the music. Be inspired by the acting. But how the way she looks or she doesn't look, leave her alone.
So for all of you that are thinking of just commenting on a person or somebody that you know, or a celebrity that you don't really know, but you're drawing some inspiration from on how they are looking or anything but the craft that they're actually presenting to you, just be considerate as to if you were putting yourself in their shoes, how would you feel? And at the same time, maybe you don't have to say that, and maybe that could just be an observation that you keep it to yourself. And for those who are wanting to change and needing change, it can be very, very tough out there. Trust me, I have had the opportunity to really recycle my whole entire being, a few faults that I could ever want to do and I could ever have imagined, but here I am, right? So don't be afraid. The only constant is change.
If you think your thoughts are not pure about any situation, ask yourself if you would do it in real life. Because if you have the guts to say it on the internet, you need to have the guts to say it face to face.
So that's a good one.
So let's say you go into a restaurant and the waitress is fat. Are you gonna say like, hey, what's up, you fat bitch? I hate your weight.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Because if you're allowing yourself to say it, they will allow themselves to say it back to you. Like, oh, you pancake face, you're not that pretty. Okay, bye. I'm not gonna serve you. Go back to Pizza Hut. Yeah. So, it's about respect. It's just about respect. So, I hope we were able to make you think today. If you feel that it was a little bit us talking about what's in your shoes, well, just put some comment down below. Click the like button and do not forget to subscribe. It's been Etienne
and Domingo, and always remember to just be.